Hey girl, hey. It's the Hey Girl, Hey podcast on Urban Media Today. Join Kiki Brown, LaShawn Tipton, and Jerry Tipton every Saturday at 9:30 on Urban Media Today Radio through Live 365 and tune in. It's funny, it's informative, never boring, and sometimes it's damn near disrespectful. It's the Hey Girl, Hey podcast. Catch past episodes at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor FM, and UrbanMediaToday.com. Yo, watching that intro, Sean's face be like,
I know. She was like,
I don't know what happened on that one.
That was so funny.
I didn't know what we were talking about.
Yeah, I don't either. But clearly, you was not happy. You were not happy with that.
You wasn't happy about something.
I really wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. Oh, Lord,
those
come on in the
of
room.
who are listening, we are the Hey Girl, Hey podcast. I'm your radio chick, Kiki B. Jones.
And I am the chatter chick, LaShawn Tipton.
Ooh, we got a first and last name. Okay.
I know.
Ooh, and I am y'all millennial chick, Jeer.
That's really how she says her name. That's really how she says her name. So,
especially it depends on the company. She's like, Jeer. My name is Jeer.
I'm Jeer.
Yeah, girl. Any other time you just Jeer.
Respect for my name. It's Jeer.
Jeer. Come on, Jeer.
It's been a minute since we've been on. We just be Fred be like, y'all gonna do a show today? Maybe.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
We booked and busy.
Life be life, yeah.
We really do.
Y'all good?
I enjoy
y'all good?
I feel like this is the busiest time of my life right now. Just so much going on.
That's awesome.
Well, what's going on?
You know, work. Work is one thing. And I got two of them things. So y'all know I'm like,
you got 50, 11 jobs. You got 50, 11 jobs.
You do, Jerry.
I don't got time for myself.
Girl, I don't want to do your tax. Jesus. Okay. And we're on to job 5.
Right.
Okay.
It's crazy because I owe every year. Every year I owe. I don't remember the last time I got a tax refund back.
Me
there
too.
Ain't nobody less than a 5-year-old that don't owe taxes.
Right. And probably 5-year-olds pay them. It's just
because they put somebody that put their name in the bill or something.
Okay. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
The only people don't
Sean,
pay taxes is the past president. I've been busy. Yeah, I've just been busy.
Yeah.
I really have. You know what? When I think about it, like everything goes so fast, like the weeks go so fast, and the weekends go even faster.
Mm-hmm.
And then, when I think about, I don't want to do something this weekend, I feel bad because like, I don't want to waste a day.
I know.
I know. It's so weird. And then it just goes really fast. And I'm thinking, oh man, I wish I would have just chilled out or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get my balance together, my work-life balance thing together. And
why is work-life balance so hard? Because I've been trying to do it for the longest and it's still hard. Like why is it hard for us?
I want to say it's because we have more responsibilities at work.
Yeah.
We have tasks and deadlines at work or at school. We're at home. It's like, you got to do the dishes. You got to fix that step. You got to do the bills. You're some things just don't really have that deadline effect that it would at work. Plus, you're trying to prove yourself so that you can get more coins. So you just put a lot of pressure on yourself. That's been me every day. I'm sick because I work so much. Like it started off as an allergy and now it's this head cold. And I'm like, now if the cold helped me lose weight, I'd be cool with that.
Check,
I'd be
please.
okay with that. Right?
But sometimes when you're sick, you do lose weight, right?
No.
I know sometimes for me, when I was sick really bad with COVID last year, I lost some pounds. It wasn't a lot. It was about maybe 6 pounds.
But you gained right back as soon as you got better.
I am one person
Sure
that
did.
sickness never stops me from eating. I could be on life support, and they'll be like, "Oh,
I didn't
she's
mean to
done."
laugh
I'll be
at
like, "Can I get a number one, please, with the large fries?" Like, I'll eat. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You
But
just eat
listen,
slower.
yeah, I
Yeah.
eat slow because I'm gonna finish the meal. I'll be like, "All right, now pull the plug. Go ahead, pull the plug." I don't know.
Let me add this. Women being sick and men being sick,
Oh gosh, or two different things.
Well,
it
now
is the
you
end of
know.
the world. It is the end of the world. Don't touch me. No, I don't want nothing. No,
Yeah.
I'm taking the medicine. Just
You know what? Take medicine. Why? I take everything when I'm sick. Every
Equal,
pill.
NyQuil, emergency,
I
halls in
mean,
my tea,
I should not be taking
honey,
all these things, but I do.
lemon.
So Kiki, now that you're married and you get sick, is it like that commercial where that guy like looks over his wife and he be like, "Honey," and she goes, "Honey," like he gives her a look like, and he's like, "No, take this
No,
hall,"
no, it's not like
Uh-uh.
that at all. But I will say, he has taken care of me. Like he's made me soup because I was really sick, and he's made me soup, and he made sure I had my tea, and he brought it up to the bed, and he took really good care of me. So he's definitely working out his vows. So I'm loving that.
All right.
I hope you
Yeah.
hear me because my Wi-Fi is on prepaid.
Yeah, I can hear
You
you.
got the prepaid Wi-Fi,
Right?
yeah.
My prepaid
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
I want that
So
calming kind of sick, like when Queen Latifah and Common, when she got sick and she was like, "Achoo!" He was like, "It sounded like you got a cold." I was like, "Go ahead, Common." She was like, "No, it's
that
okay."
was really bad acting. That was bad
That was
acting.
bad. That was
Yeah.
bad.
Oh,
It
But
was
you know
yeah.
the
bad
movie.
acting.
What was that movie called?
Just right. It was just
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 right.
wrong.
right.
It was
Yeah,
so
Leslie
wrong. It should
Wright.
have been called
What
So
was so
Wrong. It was a
cute? I
terrible movie.
want to calm
It was
and
a
take
terrible
care of me
movie.
like that. But you know what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "I
Yeah.
got you, Leslie." I was like, and all of a sudden
I want to be Leslie. He was a
yeah,
terrible actor.
Yeah.
All right.
don't talk about
Did
Carl.
y'all?
He's
I
not.
want to ask you. Jerry probably knows this. LaShawn probably not. So, Basketball Wives. I don't know if
Mm,
she's still on the show
mm,
or if she's not on the show. I don't know. But she's in the news. We're talking about Draya.
I know her.
Draya from Basketball Wives, and she modeled for Fashion Nova. She's pregnant. She's 39 years old, and she revealed that she is expecting a baby from 22-year-old Jalen Green of the Houston Rockets. And everybody's just like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that's so nasty. That is nasty." Because she could probably be could she be his mama?
Well, he's
Yeah.
22
No.
and she's 30, 22, 30. She
Who's
can.
that? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She can have him at
But
17. Yeah.
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 But still, I mean,
And
that's
Derek,
not
you said, go ahead. What'd you say?
bad. I mean, if it was a man, we would talk about something different.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, Jerry. What was you about to say?
Jerry, you
No,
said something about her son because she has a son already.
she has a son. And they were saying the son is around the same age as the new boyfriend. So, and I think that's why people are all like, up in an uproar. I mean, they're both grown. He's of age.
Just
He
now
knows.
grown.
Yeah.
He's newly grown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
His ink is new on his ID.
it really is.
he's fresh. He's just starting able to drink.
He's
But
still in his parents. He's still in his parents' health insurance until 25.
yep, sure
I'm
is.
sure he's not.
He
I'm
sure
sure
is.
he's not.
He would be if he didn't make
He got
millions.
that Houston Rockets money. He's probably
Right.
good. He's good. We gotta pray for his knees. Let's pray for his knees.
Right.
The thing that got was a different brand had posted something called the Draya recap, and there were all these pictures. Sorry, I have a Werther's original, I love Werther's. I feel like an old lady. Anyway, the Draya recap was a bunch of photos of Draya with all these different men. It was Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, like different men. And I don't know if she was in relationships with them, but they put her out there like she gets around.
Why do they do
She's
that?
never been married. She is single. She's a single woman, and she's a woman of a certain status. She's a celebrity woman. So why is that not okay? But you have Lil Wayne, Nick Cannon, Future. I don't know what other
NBA YoungBoy.
And LA Chopper or NBA YoungBoy with
NBA
how many
Young
kids he
Boy.
got? 11 kids, 30 kids?
Yeah, he got like 12. It's up
NBA
there.
YoungBoy. And it's fine. The double standard is just not, it's not cool. It's not cool.
But I bet you all of the criticism comes from women, because women, white and black, all kind, every race, are haters against another woman. It's just bad. It's just bad. So I bet you all of the flack that she's getting, because people are probably saying, well, if it was my son, I wouldn't want my son to date no other woman.
It ain't.
You know what I mean? He's old enough, and this young man is taking care of himself. He probably is taking care of his parents with the money that he make. Sure, I mean, he's probably immature, but I know some older men that are very immature. So it has nothing to do with that. If she wants to, and it's definitely a double standard. I mean,
it is.
Come on now. Men do it all the time. And if there was who was that oh, I don't even want to mention those names because I'll be getting their names all mixed up. But it was one of those little kids. No, he's a grown man now. But he's from he's Omarion or something. He's from a little group. He was dating a young girl who he had 20-something years.
Oh no, you're talking about Marcus Houston.
Is it Marcus? Okay, yeah. But aren't they related or something? I don't want to put them together if they're not.
They're not related, but they were in the same.
Well, okay, so I think I've seen them together or something, because I don't want to mix people up.
Yeah.
But he had a girl that he was like 20-something years older than.
20-something years, yep.
And we made the comment like, "Where's her? Doesn't she have an uncle? Doesn't she have a dad? Because it's kind of weird. It's weird when a man does it, like 20-something years when a man dates a girl. That's weird. It depends on how old the age is. I don't know what your conversation could be with a young girl. It's a little different for me with a young older man, a 20-something year old older man than a girl, a woman. It's weird to me because it seems like I don't know what the conversation would be, because at that age, if they're in their 20s, the whole conversation was like, and like this, and like like what's the conversation? When you're older, If I'm 50 and if he's 50 and she's 20, like what is that conversation?
Yeah.
It's weird.
And I think you are right. Sean. The majority of the people who have criticized, or the majority of the comments that you see in those social media posts, I believe they are from women, because fellas be like, Joy Chavis. Joy?
Oh yeah, she's pregnant now. Yeah, she's
pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Third child. She was a dancer, right? As a child from. She's a child. She's 35. She has a child by Bow Wow and Future, and she's pregnant with NFL cornerback Trevon or Trayvon. I'm gonna say Trayvon. I ain't gonna say Trevon. Diggs.
Okay, what is her thing?
She's smart. She's smart.
You said you don't think she's smart, or is she smart?
She is smart.
Yeah.
That
she secures the bags for her kids.
She secured the damn bag. She's good. She's not stupid at all.
Yeah.
She's not.
And it's not like she's dating and they don't know her. Like you knew her, like you dated her, you know her. So what's the problem? I mean, if she was a Michael B. Jordan dating several celebrities in the field, out of the field, whatever, just rich people, nobody says nothing about that. and having if Michael Jordan had like a couple kids with different people, nobody's gonna say nothing. Nick Cannon got a whole bunch of kids with different people.
I still
Nick
don't
Cannon
like
was
him.
popping them out. I mean, left and right.
Look at Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Yes.
Oh yeah.
No one says nothing.
Kids.
Like
he got kids.
Yeah. But even if we went locally, I mean, I can name some people from the hood where I grew up. I can name some people. Like I know a person who did not know that this one person was her sister, and I did. And I was like when she would talk stuff about her, I was like, man, that's sibling rivalry ain't right. She's like, stop saying that, blah blah blah. She ain't my sister, and I was like, okay, no, I'm a funny person, but I'm really not joking about this.
Yeah.
Years later, we were talking, and she was like, did you know that she was my sister? I said, what you think you think I've been joking all these years? Look at the same daddy.
That's the thing that's in our community. We have all these secrets, and they come out when the daddy dies, and it's like we sit and look at each other like, what? Yeah, such and such. Yeah, that's not a good look. That's not a good look.
She wasn't the only kid. Like he got around the whole hilltop. Well, that place up there. Yeah, he did.
You giving out pieces. You giving out pieces.
Ooh, Jesus!
Call on them. It's the Hey Girl Hey podcast on Urban Media today. You all didn't see the Wendy Williams documentary, right?
No, I still haven't. I haven't.
I saw a little bit.
Did you see it, Sean?
A little bit. Her and Black China. I saw that part of it.
Yeah.
So, what did you think? Did you think that it was bad when you saw it? We're talking about the Lifetime documentary of Wendy Williams, and just her. I don't want to say no, it can't say portrayal, but what they documented was the downfall of Wendy Williams. I didn't realize how important she is to the media industry. Me being someone in the media, but even though her status changed, her legacy is still strong. There are people who still look up to her. Yeah. And it was sad for me to see her dwindle into this small, frail person and drinking and the dementia and stuff like that. But what did you see? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna eat some Werthers. Go ahead.
I felt really bad for her because I was trying to figure out like what is the goal of the show? Like was it because they interviewed like family members, like is the goal to show where she's at and so it can shine a light on this conservatorship, whatever they have, or what's going on with her life? Like what is the end goal? Is somebody gonna get her out of that situation she's in, or get her or shine a light on those people who are around her? And also to show like she had a rough life. I mean, she had a rough life. She even said that she did drugs, she did everything, and you could just see the just downward
decline.
Spiral. Yeah, from where she used to sit there and talk about with her husband and on her show, and she was like, "We're still married," and then all of a sudden she had to confess, "I'm going to a sober home after I leave this place." That really broke her. That marriage, her husband doing what he did, really broke her. And she was trying to stay strong with that. And she just really never recovered. And after that show, I'm like, is someone going to help her? Like, what is the family doing? Right. I mean, they showed her sister, they showed her niece, even Black China was there. Black China is not her family, but you can see the compassion in her face. Right. And she had said to Black China, your name is Angela. You're Angela. Like, he gave her a respected name. And you can see like the dementia coming in and out. And some of that, if she was just taken care of properly, she would probably be back to herself a little bit more. But she's not. It was so sad just to see her in that state. Now, I've heard people make comments like it's karma.
Yeah.
Who wishes that on somebody?
Right. No,
Yeah, although she did some pretty bad things to people, but when you see people in that state, and I don't care how mad you are, but when you see people in a certain state, you'll if you have a heart, you'll change it, and you'll be like, well, I don't want that to happen to them.
Right.
I don't care how
I
mad
did
they.
see her. I did see her treat some of those people pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
So even if the people
Yeah.
wanted to take care of her, she was mean. She was
Mhm.
mean and she was disrespectful. And I mean, it was just nasty. She was just nasty. So I don't know if it was a disease or
I
if it
was
was a
gonna ask,
celebrity.
I was gonna ask, is it because she has dementia,
Dementia.
right?
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Mhm.
I've seen
Mhm.
that in people a lot.
I have too. Yeah.
And it could be, it definitely could be, the disease just from like being from around people.
Mhm.
It is sad to see, because Wendy Williams is one of the media moguls that I have looked up to,
Mhm.
being someone
Right.
communications and
Mhm.
journalism. I'm like, someone had asked me like, who are your influences? And I said Wendy Williams. She started off
Yeah.
on radio. She wrote books. She has a hit
Yep.
TV show. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's an influence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just seeing her health decline, and I didn't see the like I said, the documentary. I saw like clips of it. And my
Mhm.
mom had saw some, and I'm just like, she looks bad. But like you said, Sean, what's the end goal of this? Like, what's the purpose? And some people were mad when that documentary came out. They're like, they're exposing her. Like you said, it's her karma. That's what she
Same thing
gets.
with the R. Kelly. Same thing with the R. Kelly documentary.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Because
But I
it's
learned more from the R. Kelly documentary than hers. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I
Well, no,
learned
because you
more.
learned that they were enablers. There were people who were. There was one assistant that was just still buying her the drugs, and not the drugs, the alcohol.
Yep.
There were people who who was taking money. Her family did not have access to her, so there was a judge that had appointed a conservator, taking the responsibility from her son. Her son, who was in college at the time, was in charge, was over her. And they saw that he was spending mad money. And so the judge was like, yeah, we're going to take this responsibility off of you. We're going to put
And
it on an absolute
somebody who don't
stranger,
know you.
somebody who doesn't know you. And, and, she thought she was going back on TV. It's just sad. That's really sad is her success takes care of so many people, including her now ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, and her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. He is petitioning, or I don't know if he filed a lawsuit. He's seeking 2 years of unpaid spousal support. Every bit of respect. Just
Yeah.
you caused, from what we saw out of the window that you've presented it to be, because we were not there, but this person allegedly caused the downfall of this woman and her career, made her basically a laughing stock. I don't know if I'm frozen. Made her a laughing stock. Her whole career is done. He done got a whole new life, baby,
child,
house, and you can't become a producer, somebody else. You couldn't pick. Who was the man?
Yeah.
You were the man. So for 2 years, she was supposed to take care of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my whole thing with that, if there should be, it should be a void in the clause of marriage. If you stepped out on me and you had another family, then I don't need to support you. I don't need to support you and your family.
Yep.
That's your job.
Yep.
So he got another woman pregnant, lived with this woman, got her a house and everything. From what I saw on TV, I don't know. Yeah,
car.
They even showed that where this girl was driving in the car, and that's when Wendy had did her own interview. So now you're suing for spousal support, but when were you my spouse? You stopped that a long time ago when you slept with this other chick.
But it depends on what's in the prenup. It depends on what's in the marriage contract.
Yeah.
Well, if you feel that way, excuse me, how about the son who, the 23-year-old son who was served an eviction notice from his luxury high-rise Miami apartment, failure to pay a total sum of $4,317.08.
That's chump change.
His monthly rent is $3,000. It's that his monthly rent is $3,731. So he just missed the payment, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been
But
paying
you're
slut.
23, you're not working.
Yeah, what's
Not making that kind of money. No. He's
Why
not
are you staying in an apartment for $2,000-$3,000?
yeah.
Because that's his mom was living a life, and probably what she did every time she did something with him, it was something luxurious. This is now with him, that's the lifestyle that he's accustomed to.
Right.
Now,
Right.
you know, when people sue and they say, well, I'm accustomed to that lifestyle, probably since he was a
Yeah.
baby, he's been accustomed to that lifestyle.
Yeah, I get that.
So now you're going
Yeah.
to take it away from him and you're giving it to somebody who doesn't even know his mother. I would rather see my family member, like my blood, my child, use my money than somebody I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like $4,000 is nothing. Someone should have wrote that check for him, or should have had him set up. His daddy should have had him set up. You know, he shouldn't
His
be
daddy
evicted
wasn't
for
set
that
up.
long. Yeah, and his dad wants to set up too, but his father should help him with that. This is a lifestyle that child is accustomed to. Now I understand kids having to work. Yeah, okay, I get that. But if he was born, you know, he was raised in this, and this is the way, it's not going to, of course, it's not going to go on forever. He's not going to live this lifestyle forever.
Right.
But you know, he should have a little bit of money, and he should know, like maybe he should just downgrade to another kind of apartment or something. Because what does he know at 22 when money's been given to him? You know, Wendy used to talk about the little lavish things that she did. Oh, me and my son, we went here, and it was her nephew, her son and her nephew. They would always be in pictures together. She did things. That's what they're used to, you know. And now she's sitting there. If anything, let him take care of his mom. I would be fighting so hard to take care of my mom. You know, and why would a court have something to say about the money that he's spending that is his mom's money? You know, and then get somebody else to take care of her. But you're not going to say anything about the money that these people are spending or taking from her. You know, come on, that's crap. That's, man. If it was like a regular people from the hood where we're from, we would have set up a couch in the a bed in the living room, and right beside air, you know. You walked in people's house and their grandmother be right there in the living room. You'd be like, oh, okay. you got grandmas in the living room on a little couch, and then then you got granddad in the dining room because they don't want to take him to a home.
Where you be going, Sean?
Yeah, you know,
y'all
know how houses. I've been up in struggle houses. I've been there. I've had family members taking care of family like that. You know, like they had a house where there's an upstairs, and the old person couldn't get upstairs. They will take everything out their dining room and put the person there and be like, well, there's a bathroom right here, just to make sure they're comfortable. That's how we do with no money. Now, people with this money and stuff, you talking about, oh, they're spending so much money. Come on now. That she's used to that lifestyle.
I just need to let me have it. And that's probably why God won't let me have it. Because he know I'm gonna do something stupid, but I keep telling him I'm not going to. I told him I wasn't going to. He don't be believing me.
He don't believe me. Jesus don't believe you. Come on,
don't be believing me. You don't be believing me. It's the Hey Girl Hey podcast on Urban Media today. We just having some talk.
Talking.
You know, me and Fred got married.
Yay, free.
Yes.
We got married. And we had a private ceremony. A couple of folks were upset.
It was real.
They were not invited to the. It was upset.
It was up. I wasn't upset, but I was like, I ain't know. I wasn't upset. I just
you look upset. You good? You done?
I
Nah.
don't
You
know
finished?
yet. I'm
You
still
not?
trying to figure it out, but I just didn't know.
Anyway, so a
I
couple
made
of
my
people
eyes get all big.
that we could not invite, we told them we're going to have a reception later. Now, being that Fred lives here, his family's in another part of Pennsylvania. So we decided to have the ceremony and the reception in that area. Just something we decided to do. So we sent out RSVPs. Now you got one, Jerry.
Yes.
It was on the
Neither
group
one
text.
of you. Neither one.
Don't keep
criticizing me because I sent the RSVP on a group text. It's a link to a website. I'm not spending no money on no paper invitations. We don't do that anymore.
No,
Everything is digital now, Sean.
Everything is digital, Sean.
Everything is digital.
I'm just saying.
Trying to chop down no damn trees.
What do
Save
you
the
care about a
planet.
tree?
I
Go
care
on,
about
keep on.
trees.
Keep on,
I
keep
wear
on. I'm gonna
camouflage.
sip my
care about
tea.
the
Go on.
trees.
I'm sipping my tea.
Sip the tea. That's why your tea ain't hot now.
It is
Anyway.
cold.
But people ain't RSVP. So the purpose behind RSVP, the planning group, committee, have a budget.
Right.
There's the venue, you have a capacity number, and the capacity number is one number. So then you have to figure out, okay, if you're going to fill the venue up at capacity, you have to accommodate that group with food. I know you have, Jerry. I'm not sure if you have, but if you've ever put an event together, it's expensive. Because we're not doing spaghetti dinners and chicken fingers and French fries. This ain't no little kid birthday party. It's cost a lot of money. So we need those counts. We need you to RSVP. Either you're going to be there or you're not. People really got in their feelings about it.
That's real. No, that's real because I was my sister's maid of honor, and we didn't do digital things then. I guess within the last couple of years it got popular. I'm like, oh, that would have been nice if I had that back then. But it was important, and she was very adamant about sending out invitations for the wedding shower. And just like you, she had a private reception at the church first. With just literally us and like our parents and his parents and stuff. And we had the reception, and she's like, people need to RSVP for the reception because I have a certain amount of food. And if only 50 people are coming, I'm only buying $50, worth of food.
You want to get about 75 just so somebody can have an extra chicken wing or something,
Exactly.
Right.
So
look at her rolling her eyes.
I don't know if it's a Black people thing, but we never RSVP. Even like growing up,
we don't like following the rules.
Yeah, we just like, oh, we family. We're gonna show up. They know it to save us a plate. Make room.
Girl, wait a minute. Somebody pick me. Got my hand up. Pick me, please. Pick me.
There you go.
Did you know my uncle invited himself? Was trying to figure out where the ceremony was. Called my mother. He ain't listening. I'm gonna say it. Call my mother. Kiki's at. Did she tell you where it was? Just tell me what the damn wedding is. Oh, you was just gonna show up, bro?
On purpose? You didn't invite him on purpose.
It was for intimate family. So your other your parents and your siblings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for the wedding.
That's what was with us.
That was for the wedding.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it wasn't my
sister. So no. And you don't even know me and Fred. You know what I'm saying?
Like people get in their feelings the most when it comes to weddings and funerals.
Funerals.
Those are the two events where if you're not invited or what I mean,
not on the obituary. If you're
not
in the obituary,
why wasn't my name put first? I'm the older.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I mean, we
Like,
see it
fight
all.
that person that's in the casket and shut up.
Why
What are we
he the
doing? Why do we
pallbearer? The
have to be? Why
pallbearer?
does
Oh
it have to
God.
be? Why does it have to be that? I had to think, like, have I ever been that way? Have I ever, like, why didn't they invite me? I have done that before. But if I
Yeah.
don't know their story, if it's a couple that's getting married and I haven't been, like, if I've been around them as a couple, not just as the one person, like I'm friends with the one person. How come you
Right.
didn't invite? I mean, if I don't know y'all as a couple, I don't expect to be, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm fortunate. It is a blessing that I have been invited to um uh 2 showers to 2 women that are getting married. I know their fiancés, but I know them and they invited me to the shower. I don't
Mhm.
expect to be invited to their wedding. I don't know their story. I didn't witness their story.
Yeah.
I just think that RSVP is something that it's just a courtesy.
Right.
Courtesy. It's a code that tells the hosts that you are going to attend or you are not going to attend.
So I
Right.
To
planned for
just
you.
show up, to just right,
Whether
to
you can or
show
you
up
can't, you need to say
is
something. I agree.
disrespectful. Is
Right. Right.
disrespectful. I
Yeah.
saw something on TikTok where this young lady, I don't want to pull it up because I don't want it to sound, be damn it. Damn it. Okay. So it was like a letter to the people who did not RSVP. So sorry you're going to miss our wedding. We're sorry you missed the RSVP deadline. We would have loved to have had you there. The circumstances, we have to move forward with the count that we have, and we hope that you'll join us for future events. We love you. Thank you so much. And I was like, wow, that's clever. Remember, I think there was a couple who charged people who RSVP'd and didn't show up and charged them. And I felt some way about that, but now I'm like, shit, how much you charge them again? Plates are $27 a piece. A plate.
Mm.
Yeah. You're not gonna get that cheap taking them to the Red Lobster. I mean, if you was to pay for everybody's bill at the Red Lobster, you're like $50 a person. So
That's for the coupon.
that's what, you know what I mean. Yeah. So I think it's well, if somebody thinks enough of you to invite you, the
Right.
least you can do is to say yes or no.
Yes or no?
I
Agreed.
have I had a situation this summer where there was a this person like reached out and got my address, and they sent me a thing to their they were renewing their vows. And it was a picnic. And just so happened during that week, like a relative of my cousin came in town because her mom was dying, and her mom died that day, so I didn't make it to the thing. And I reached out to the person and I was like, I'm so sorry, I had a death in my family. And I just couldn't, because I wanted to be with my family. And so I said to them, I said, could you just send me your address so I can send you something, because I apologize. Boop, she emailed me her address like right away. Boop. And I sent something, but there was a death. It was like, and I know people cater picnics and stuff like that, and that could be expensive as well too. And I was like, man, I just missed a hot dog. Like, what you doing? I don't know. It was nice, but I did RSVP and I couldn't make it because of that. So I did have to send something because it's important. I mean, she had to know what was in her count. And when you were saying about people don't know the other person, you really don't have to. Like, I would be inviting people from my family to my wedding, even if they didn't know my fiance, because there's some people in my family that I'm close to, and maybe I haven't gotten around. Like, we're not around like all the time, but I would just be like, yeah, you're invited to my wedding, so
Right.
they can enjoy that time, and it's just a time for all the family to get together if I can afford it. But
Right.
people that I don't know or I haven't talked to. I know when I was getting married one time, my aunt told me, she says, you know, she was going to give me some money so that she can invite her friends to my wedding. And I was like, no disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to give me money, you give me the money for my wedding and I can invite the people that I couldn't afford to invite. I don't care about your people. You have a party for your own people. Don't make my wedding their party. And these are women I don't know. These are
Yep,
people I
that's
don't know.
true.
Just for the simple fact that, my niece Sean, she's getting married. And I was like, and she was real serious and she was offended that I didn't take her money to add people, to my guest list so that I can have more people come. I was like, well, I'm good.
But what she did, and there's no disrespect, but she made it about her. And that's the thing
Absolutely.
that we do. We make it about us. So Emily Post, who is an etiquette coach, she said, use the RSVP in the manner that is indicated on the invitation. So if it's RSVP by email, don't call me.
Mm-hmm.
If it's RSVP by text, go ahead. Don't email me. RSVP and no response card, a handwritten response to the host at the return address on the envelope. So some people do send the paper RSVP.
Yeah, if you put a stamp, and I'm definitely back to you.
Right. No reply requested. Unusual. Like if someone said no reply is requested, you don't have to reply, I guess. It's always polite to let someone know your intentions. A phone call will sufficient. Being a no-show is unacceptable.
It really isn't. I mean, not unless I know when my sister was getting married, there was people that called that day and was like, oh, I forgot about our wedding. I wouldn't be able to attend. I'm like, that day? Like, and then you call and say, and it wasn't no good reasons, like, y'all, like we were not coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wedding and it's that day. And so that's kind of jive when people do stuff like that. And also when people you give them a invitation and it says Mr. and Mrs., right? So that means that insinuates there's two, and they send back the response card with 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
here we go.
I didn't say Mr. and Mrs. and family. I said Mr. and Mrs.
Some invitations indicate that you may invite a guest or a date, like you said, Mr. and Miss or Mr. and guest.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you reply, you should indicate whether you are bringing someone and convey their name. May I bring my children? If they were invited, the invitation would have said so. For us, we're like, at first was like, no kids. Because people don't watch their kids.
Right.
Yeah, they don't. And they just mess up the whole dance floor. I'll be like, get some kids off the dance floor.
With their dresses.
Like, get out of here. You're doing
all over the floor. Could somebody please get a Rashika?
It's just, God.
They do the most. I'm like, get kids.
Some people were upset. They wanted to, and so had to change that. It's family, it's love, it's whatever with us. Whatever you want to come. But don't be upset because you did not RSVP and the food is gone.
Right. Or you don't have a seat. If it's somewhere like, okay, if it's a park or something like that, where you can even set down a blanket on the ground and have your space, right? That's different. Mm-hmm. But if it's a venue that only holds 120, and I'm at capacity, and that's not the capacity, it like 120 sitting down. It might do more standing up. But if you think you're going to bring your behind there, guess what? You're going to find you somewhere to sit, and then you might not have anything to eat. So
and it
is
what it is.
And don't come late.
Yeah.
Don't come late at all.
I'm
on time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought about it and I said, what's so weird is, excuse me, people who have receptions, I was like, the dynamic behind a wedding reception. Here we are, the bride and groom, just married or planning to get married. and we have to put all of our coins together
Mhm.
to make sure all of our friends and family and their friends and their kids and their boyfriends or girlfriends or neighbors and childhood friends come and eat up all the food and drink up all the liquor and
Mhm.
dance and take home a gift bag and leave
Well, they're
and leave.
supposed to. At some weddings, and I hate to put like nationality and race in that, but like I think
Right.
some Italian
Oh, go
weddings,
ahead. We good. We good. Go ahead.
yeah, we good. Some Italian weddings, like they'll set it up and they'll be like, you're at least gonna pay for your meal. Like there is a standard, like you're gonna pay for this amount, and hey, if you're coming here, this is what the check is gonna be. Like there's an expectation
Mhm.
because you have been invited.
Right.
Um
Okay.
and I don't think that's bad. I think it's fair. I think it's fair. Um
That's
it's
a mafia
somebody's
wedding we
wedding.
were talking about.
Right, right. I've done plenty of wedding planning, and that's just fair doing it like that. I mean, well, and your crowd. It's supposed to be family and friends, so you already know the crowd. So
Mhm.
you're
Yeah.
not going to get upset. They know you, because there's some weddings where the couple, really the people that attend, are their parents' friends, because they know that that's where the money comes from,
Mhm.
and that's
Yeah.
how they're going to offset that wedding. And that's why their father, like the father of the bride's like so excited, like, I brought my boss here, and the boss is writing a check, or I brought this guy, he's an
Mhm.
old friend of mine. Like, you don't mind that, because they're really starting to pay. They're offsetting your
That's some
wedding
money.
for you.
Yeah.
Let
you
me ask
know
you a question. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about people who attend weddings and they bring like personal bottles, like flasks, or they go to the liquor store and they buy a bottle and they put it in a big purse so they can sit at the
Oh, for
table and they just pouring drinks
themselves?
like we at the cabaret, so we just pouring drinks.
Oh. Oh.
is there a cash bar,
Mm-mm.
or is it an open bar?
I believe it was an open bar.
Oh, well, see, then you just put your thing away. Then, if it's an open bar, you drink what's there. If it's a cash bar, I've seen
But
it.
they might
I've
Some
not
seen
have
people
what
want
you
something
drink.
a little stronger. Some
They
people
might.
don't. Some people have a dry wedding. You know what I mean? So I mean, they.
Those are the people that go to
Would
the
you do
car.
that? Like, how do you think? What do you think?
I don't know.
I think it can happen. People do that. I think people do it.
Yeah,
All the time.
people do it. I mean, do what you do.
Yeah, they
Honestly.
they go to the car. You'll see a group of people going to the car. They're
Yep.
either
You
going to
see
go
that
get
big old
high,
puff of
have a
smoke.
couple
Get
have a
high or
couple
yep.
drinks, then they
Mhm.
come back in the wedding all lit. You know what I mean? And that's it.
As long as you ain't
So,
acting a fool, wrecking stuff up,
right,
do what you
right.
do. We having fun. And that height some people getting high and drunk, it heightens up the fun for them.
Yeah,
So if
for them, but
that's
it ruins everything for everybody else. You be like,
yeah, if that's what you
again,
want to do, just know how to act.
yeah.
you know,
I
like
just think a good wedding is a good DJ that plays all the jams, and you're on the floor all night
yeah,
long, just
yeah,
having a good time. That's a good wedding right there.
yeah.
And the old people be like, oh, that's just jam. Well, you got something for everybody. Now, like I said, I ain't a big fan of those weddings with them kids. I feel like Bernie Mac when it comes to them kids. Like, forget them kids.
Them
I
kids.
do. I mean, I
Mm.
love children. I'm really good with them. But I'll be like, when do you take them and put them in the bed?
Well,
Like,
the
they
thing
all
is, you
on the
want to be
bed.
able to have. You want them to have some fun.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
We'll do
We
something the
want you
next
to
day.
have fun. We want you to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's why at this age,
What you say,
you know,
Sean?
this age, I'm not. I get married. I don't need no little ring bearer. I don't need no little flower girl. How old are we? I just need a couple people. That's it. And and I love kids, and I got plenty of little. I got a little niece,
Sean
and
love the
she's like
kids. She love the
4.
kids.
I love the kids. Trick a lot of kids, but I'm not. I'm
Don't
not.
let the kids.
I just love the kids. I'm not. I got a little niece, and I love her to death. And I'll be like, yo, like it's time for her to go to bed. Like somebody put her up. It's time for her to go. We about to dance. Like get that kid off the floor. She needs to be in the bed. She does. She does.
He's the
So she bring a babysitter. Bring somebody else to watch her. And I'm gonna have an age limit, like 18 and up. I don't want them little young people to get on there
I
and they
don't
be
want 18.
damn. I'm just saying
No.
18,
Well,
but
my niece is 18, so yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
yeah, it depends. But I don't want them to. That's just me. But I just think if you get an invitation to a wedding and you
Mhm.
can't go RSVP, and if you're able to, wish the couple well, like send them something, just for the fact that
Right,
they
right, right,
invited
right.
you, like maybe
Of
send them
course,
a little something,
some little
you
something
know.
just to show the
Now, the
appreciation.
thing
I
is, that's a lot of people. We got to figure out how to send them a thank you card. Do you send a thank you card for everybody who attended your reception?
I don't necessarily think that you would send it for everybody
Thank
to,
you for eating
because you
all
know
my
what,
food and drinking up all my liquor.
right? That's why people have favors on the table. That's pretty much they say that
that's their
thank you
thank
through their
you. Yeah.
favors. But when
Yeah.
people do like give you a card, they want to acknowledge that you got the card, because there's been weddings where people are like stole the
Mhm,
wishing well and stuff like that.
mhm.
So when you acknowledge that, thank you for the gift, and like with a personal touch, like
Mm-hmm.
thank you for the gift card. Thank you for the Amazon gift card, because that's my favorite and it was on my list. Reply
Mm-hmm.
back. Say
Mhm.
something,
Yeah.
even if you send them a text or something,
Little
because
something,
this is text
something.
thing. Some things get mixed up in the mail, but yeah, just let them know that you got it. And then everybody else who didn't give, that's why you give favors. And then you take a couple pictures and put them inside of your photo album or whatever and post it however you like to do.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't think everybody gets a thank you. That's why they give the cute little favors. It says, "Thank you for attending our beautiful day" or whatever.
Hmm.
There you
So
go.
are you going to RSVP?
Yes. Oh, talking to me or LaShawn or both of us.
I
Both of you.
RSVP.
Yes, I'm going to
I
RSVP. I'm trying
told
to
you.
get off that day because I thought it was on a Saturday.
But
It was
if
on a
you
Friday.
can't, then say I cannot. I decline.
Well,
Huh?
So
it wasn't enough that I should. Let me do this right now.
you
Let
gonna
me
do it
just
right now?
do it right now.
You gonna do it right
Because
now?
you right now, because you sent the link. I'm gonna go right
There
to
are going to be a lot of weddings and proms and birthday celebrations and anniversaries
Yeah.
where people are going to be planning events and they're going to be sending out invitations. And I wanted to bring this up, not just talk about, our personal experience, but
Hmm.
just to say that we have to, there's a reason why there's policy, or
Hmm.
there's a reason why there's, I guess it's manners. This is proper etiquette.
Etiquette. Yeah, it's proper
And
etiquette.
so it's etiquette, but not everybody adheres to it. But it just shows respect to the people that's putting it together.
Right. It does.
You know, just
it.
some
Really
respect.
does. I
Like,
mean,
I got her,
and you
damn.
know
I
what?
got you.
People really weddings are so touchy. People get their feelings hurt during weddings. And if you have a bridal party, it becomes even more touchy because
Mhm.
everybody sees you as their friends, but there's different levels of friendship. Not that one is higher
Yep.
than the other, but people
Yep.
know you at certain reasons or for certain seasons, and then people be like, oh, like that's my girl. I should be doing this, and then people get mad because somebody else is doing it because I've been with her since she was a kid. I've been with
Mhm.
her. We've been
Mhm.
hanging out
Yeah.
more, and it gets so weird during weddings, and people get mad. They get in their feelings,
Ooh, like
and
settle
not even
down.
the bride. Yeah, not even the bride and the groom. It's the extra people that
It's,
get in
it's
their
the,
Right.
feelings.
yes. It's
Yeah,
the
Yep.
because
yes.
they're like, I
Yep.
can't believe you treat me like that. And it's like, come on now, it's my day. Let's not make it about you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
You're right.
it gets real funny because people really think. I mean, they take the moment very serious because they're your friend.
Yeah.
But when people get really jealous when they see other people interacting with you, and they think that it kind of takes their place, or they're not so much going to be in the limelight. Like it's not your day. And then people even get upset about position in weddings. Like she had this person go down first and I went down last.
Yeah, even that. I'm like,
Yep.
They have positions, everything. Or, this person, because the maid of honor, matron honor are the ones that stand beside them. Then they count themselves back from the other one. Like how does this go? And it's like it gets really, really weird with that. And it comes down to like bridal shower. Who did the bridal shower? Why didn't you ask me? And even if they get an invitation to show up, they get mad because you asked me to show up, but you didn't ask me to bring anything. I stay right where you, if you ask me to show up, then I'm showing up. I'm not getting mad because you didn't ask me, because you didn't need anything from me. And it's okay.
Right.
And if this person knows you as a friend and you're cool, then they should understand that and not make it about them again. Because it just, like I said, it gets like really, and guys don't go through that. I mean, they go through their own little silly stuff.
Yeah.
But not as major as women. Like women will like totally fall out.
Oh, I was going to
because
say,
of it.
I've heard, one of my friends had got married and she didn't even have that type of big wedding. She didn't have no bridesmaids and her husband didn't have any groomsmen or nothing. And some of her friends were mad about that. I'm like, are you serious? Like, why is it around this time again when it's weddings or funerals, you start to see people's true colors and they really fall out over something so small? Like, I don't know why someone is mad over what they want to do with their wedding that they're paying for. You know what I mean? Like, it just never, I never understood it. I never understood it at all. And it's stupid to me. Like, it's dumb. It doesn't make no sense. So
this is why I get people have destination weddings. I get why people, go to the justice of the peace. I'm starting to see those now. I'm starting not to see big weddings. Like people are like, I've seen people like get married in their jeans and sweats. Like it's like
and have a party later. Have a party later.
Have a party later. Yeah.
You're like, listen, have everybody make a little something. I have a potluck afterwards. I don't care.
Yeah.
But main focus, and I my sister, when she married her husband, and I do the wedding planner. I'm the wedding planner, and something was going on with the music while we were doing a rehearsal. And my sister was like, sis, don't worry about the music. And my cousin, she's like a real stickler for stuff too. And my cousin said, well, it sounds, we should have this. And she started saying, my sister said, the only thing I care about is that man at the end of this aisle. That's all I care about. So she said, it doesn't matter to me if that music goes on or off or whatever. She says, I just care about that man at the end of the aisle. And he said the same for me. The whole
that's exactly what Fred said. That's exactly what Fred said.
At the reception. We were just like, oh.
And see, if the bride and groom feels that way,
right?
Why can't you feel that way?
People just love it.
We're making it about us. We gotta stop. We gotta stop making it about us. This is good conversation. RSVPs matter, people.
They do.
They do. RSVPs.
And don't get mad when there ain't no more chicken. When there ain't no more chicken, when there's no seats, don't get mad.
Yeah.
Do not get mad. So
I'm having a wedding full of like dark meat and a couple chicken wings. Because you have a wedding with a whole bunch of chicken wings. Everybody takes all the chicken wings. And you don't have nothing left.
They tear that chicken out.
They going legs and thighs.
I'm going legs and thighs.
Nobody do no party with legs and thighs.
Those are my favorite part of the chicken.
I know.
I'm having straight what I like, legs and thighs. And some cabbage.
What?
That's my wedding.
Gassy up
they be dancing like, all right.
Toot toot. We're gonna be turning up and toot tooting.
They be like, oh, toot toot. Hey, beep beep.
Hey, beep beep. This was good conversation. And that's what this podcast is about. Sometimes just want to just let your hair down and just talk about some things. Family always matters. Double standards, I know they exist, but we just have to really stop being so judgmental and think about how you want how you want to be treated is how you should treat other people.
Mhm.
And it's easier said than done because we get that way, and maybe that's the society that we have. But be considerate, be more considerate. So what? Drea's 39, that boy's 22. You ain't gonna watch that baby.
Yeah, who cares? She don't care. He don't
You
care.
ain't gonna watch. Drea is
Kept
set
me
and ain't thinking about
baby.
none of us. She ain't thinking about none of us.
She's sleeping
Wendy
good.
Williams.
Make it to softball games and everything. At least he'll be able to play softball with him. Hell, he can run track with him. Come on, let's be real.
We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray for Wendy Williams to make sure she gets her stuff together. Make sure she has the right people in her camp.
So
I'm just saying.
I was trying not to laugh because you make me cough.
Good. I can't.
It's the truth.
And just remember that RSVPs matter. Just think about the people that's putting this event together. There's a budget that they're trying to stick to. They want to make everybody happy, and they're stressed out because they can't make everybody happy. And because they can't make everybody happy, now they're not going to enjoy themselves. And this should not be something that they should be stressing over because your ass don't want to RSVP because your ass wasn't invited. The first person invited. No, you can't. Please don't. It is not about you. It is all about the subject, the guest of honor, the bride and the groom. It is not about you. So that's what the takeaway from this conversation is. Like, stop thinking about your damn self.
Right. Agreed. I agree.
Just eat the chicken, Annie Mae. Just eat the chicken.
Eat the damn chicken, Annie Mae. That chicken thigh. Chicken thigh.
And
in the corner, breaking apart a damn chicken thigh. You give me eating the chicken
cabbage
thigh
and cornbread. That's what I'm having at my wedding.
What is it? Cabbage and cornbread?
Cabbage and cornbread with chicken thighs.
Okay.
Right. It's gonna be on and popping.
All right, just let me know. I will RSVP.
You better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm inviting y'all. I'm like, hey, don't get in your feelings. I don't know if you're coming. No.
If you would like to invite us to your wedding, send your RSVP links to the Hey Girl Hey Podcast 2018. I'm trying not to cough at gmail.com. We appreciate you sitting in with us while we kick it and just have some good conversation. I am your radio chick, Kiki B. Jones.
Kiki B. Jones. And I am the chatter chick, LaShawn.
And I am y'all millennial chick, Jeer.
Until next time, we have no idea when that will be. So y'all just gotta keep it where you got it. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Peace out.
Bye.